If customers have landed on your website, there are two reasons they don't buy. Reason number one is that they have questions about the product or service they're about to buy. And the second reason that they have questions about the delivery of the service or the product. You can also call these as pre-sale questions or post-sale questions. And obviously, both sort of questions can be answered by customer support. But that's boring because you have to hire people and manage them. But the new solution I'm going to introduce today will reduce 80% of your workload when it comes to having a customer support team and will also actually get you more sales. Let me show you exactly how. So the solution I'm going to demonstrate today is going to be a product called WPChat. And now you may be thinking, another chat plugin. I've seen hundreds of those plugins out there. No, this one is different and it solves major problems. So just wait for the demonstration part so that I can show you how it solves it. You can see some of the features here. You have live chat support, smart FAQs, chat funnels, which is amazing, powerful, which I'm going to demonstrate. You have multiple platform support and you have agent management and sales analytics. All of these are powerful features. And the next, 10-15 minutes, I'm going to demonstrate how it can completely change the way you manage support and get more sales and leads from your website. So you have to go to the website. It's called WPChat.com. I'll have the link on the screen and make a purchase if you like. Otherwise, just watch this video and then decide if this is the right solution for your website. So let me demonstrate. I already have it installed on my site. So you can see it here, WPChat. And let me demonstrate how it works on the front end as well. Then we'll go into the feature. So this is my website. I haven't done any work on it, but at the bottom right corner, you'll see a small widget. So that's the WPChat widget that is activated on all the website pages or the pages that you decide it to be on. So I'll click on this and you might think, hey, Yuvraj, you said this is different from a chat, just a chat plugin, but it looks exactly like a chat plugin. Well, wait for it. So you can see it here that it allows the user to either message or get in touch with customer support, or it offers some FAQ questions that can be answered. So let me show you how you can set this up and why it's different by going into the backend of the site. So I'm here on my backend of my WordPress website. I have WPChat already here. There are plenty of features, and I'm going to demonstrate some of them. Let's go start with the frequent questions. So before I explain frequent questions and what they are, you probably understand the basics. If you're selling a product or service, people have all sorts of questions. How long will this take to ship to me? Is there a return policy? What if I don't like the product? What's the time duration that I can return the product? Will I get store credit if you return the product? And so forth, tons of questions. And the more you've been in business, you probably already know 5, 10, 20 questions that people ask when they're actually about to purchase. And you can just go back to your old support logs, whether it's a phone call support, email support, and find those questions. Now, if you answer those questions upfront, then a majority of customers will buy without having to spend time talking to customer support. That's the general idea of an FAQ. Now, why is it different from a regular FAQ section that you can add to a website? Let me demonstrate. So you can see here, if I go to the frequent questions, you will see that I've already added some frequent questions in the previous demonstrations I've done or just testing. You can see some of these questions here. So you can see, hey, what's your refund policy? How long does shipping usually take to California? This might be a specific question, and you can add to state basis. If I need to pause my subscription for 3 months, how do you do that? This can be for a SaaS or subscription-based product or service. Is the analytical dashboard included in the basic plan, or do I need Pro? So these are some sample questions I've added so I can demonstrate that all sorts of questions can be added. So once you come here, let's say you have a specific question in mind that you want to add, and your business has a specific kind of question that they get while users are trying to purchase. So to add a new question, we'll come here to a new question section. We'll come here, click the plus button, and you'll see the interface here or how it's going to look like. And just to clarify, the colors and the look of the widget, you can completely customize it inside the settings. So that's not that you might think, hey, I don't like this color, so I don't want to use this product. No, it's completely customizable. So you add your question here. All right. So I have added a mind-blowingly amazing question here. I have a specific question and I have this specific answer, which will show up as an FAQ. Now, you might think that, hey, I can just add this FAQ on a regular page or post as well. Now, the question is, a lot of people just don't look at these questions or FAQs, and you might have hundreds of FAQs, then it might be a challenging thing for users to find it. Or they might be on the home page and then they might have the question and they might not go through your website or your docs or on someplace. So you might lose out on a major opportunity to sell them if they had the right information. So that's the first thing. I'll save my changes. So this question will go into the official FAQ. And the second difference, which is a huge difference in my opinion, if we go back here, you can see something called AI Smart Search, and I have some tokens here. So what this does, this is where it changes the game. So instead of relying on exact language, for example, if I'm on a browser page, I can search for shipping, but if you have not used the word shipping For India, we usually don't call it shipping. We call it delivery. So if I search shipping and then you phrase the language in delivery terms, I might not be able to find the question. So what WPChat does is, instead of just relying on keyword search, which is most plugins, and even if you add FAQs to your any pages, it is going to be keyword search. It uses AI to understand what the user is asking for and then interprets the question and then responds in kind. That is where the game changes completely. Because if the user is asking for delivery, it will say shipping, everything else, and all those FAQs will be shown on the screen. So let me demonstrate. You can see here that I have a question here. How long does shipping usually take to California? So if I go on the front page inside, and let me just refresh just in case. And if I now use the widget, I'll come here, and of the FAQ questions, I just go for delivery. And now you can see, even though I search for delivery, the question about how long does shipping take to California, it's already there. A question about returns is also showing up, and other questions related to shipping is also showing up. This is where it is completely different from any other chat plugin in the market. It gives interpretation of the questions itself. Very powerful, very useful. And once done right, you might save out a lot of effort and time and resources managing customer support, get questions answered by users directly here in the FAQ section, and hopefully land some more sales. So by just using this feature, you might reduce on support costs as well, get more conversions, get more sales. Pretty awesome feature. But what about if the right question isn't found, or people actually want to get in touch with an actual support agent? Well, the support agent feature completely changes the game inside WPChat. So let me quickly demonstrate how it works, and we're going to do a quick demo as well. So of course, you already saw that I have some configuration done here for support, but how do you configure it and how does it actually work? So let's head back to the back end of the website, and I'll go into the agents section. So what are agents? Agents are basically your customer support agents, and you might have 1, 2, 3 multiple agents available on different platforms. For example, in India, WhatsApp is huge. So most people use WhatsApp. So most people want to get support over WhatsApp, and I might have support agents over WhatsApp. So how do you actually configure them? So WPChat supports multiple platforms, or in total 4 platforms. It supports WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram, and Messenger. So all of these can be configured for all agents or multiple agents, and then you can also configure which agent is available at what time, and then configure intelligent routing based on what agents are available. Or if you just want to say, hey, no agent is available, these are business hours, you can configure that as well. So you can see here, I have myself added as an agent. I'm available as an agent on WhatsApp. You can see my phone number. I'll blur that out here. But you can see I have 3 platforms configured as a support agent that I am available myself: WhatsApp, Telegram, and Messenger. And I can also configure the off hours. So I have available off hours enabled. So if let's say it's not business hours, I'm still available as a customer support agent, but you can configure it not to be the case. Or you can say, hey, when it's off hours, only this agent is available, and he might only be available on Telegram, or he might only be available on WhatsApp or Messenger. So you have complete control in setting up how this works. And if you want to change this, you can just go to the edit menu here, and you can see all these options here. You can add a profile picture. I haven't done it right now, but you can do that. You can add a name. You can add the timings and even the days available. So if you have part-time hourly wages, hourly workers, you can set that here with the time zone, and then you can see the contact details over WhatsApp, Telegram, and Messenger. I've just configured my handles here. So you need to add the handles that your customer support agents are available on, and then just save your changes here. If I cancel, because this is already saved, you can obviously create new agents. So if you have 3 people working for you, 1 is available on WhatsApp, 1 is available on Telegram, 1 is available on Messenger, and 1 person or one of these is available at different times, or all of these are available at different times, and 1 is available on off hours, then you can configure it. And then if you don't provide support on off hours, you can just make it say so. So by just having this option where you can configure agents purposefully and with a lot of customization, will give you a lot of control. So let me demonstrate how this works as well. Let's go here again on the front page, and you can see here the support option says send us a message on the platform of our choice. So if I click here, now I can just click and the platform of the choice will open up. So let's try WhatsApp first, and I have WhatsApp desktop configured on my account as well. So if WhatsApp desktop opens up, that means it's working. So I'll click here, And you can see that WhatsApp desktop is now open. It's allowing or asking me to open WhatsApp. And if I click the open WhatsApp button, it'll send me a message on, well, my own number that, hey, this support, our customer wants to get in touch with you with something. So WhatsApp instantly works. Let's also try Telegram. I have Telegram installed on my computer as well. So let's try Telegram now. And once again, you can see that Telegram opening notification showing up. This is a different browser account. Otherwise, it would have directly opened Telegram on my account. And then now I can get in touch with myself for customer support. So this is how customer support or configuring customer support with WPChat helps you support or reduce support costs with FAQs and also help people connect with support agents directly. But there's one more feature that helps you convert customer questions into sales. So let me quickly demonstrate that feature as well. So let's talk about the next amazing feature, which will completely change the way how customer support and sales and pre-sales come into play. The feature is called chat funnels. So let me demonstrate. So this is the overview on analytics, which I'll briefly touch on once I explain how chat funnels work. So you probably understand funnels already, how funnels work. We direct people through a set of questions to guide them to the right product. And chat funnels inside WPChat has great features to customize exactly that. So let's go to chat funnels here and you'll see one of the funnels I've already created. That's completely fine. We'll create a new funnel. So I'll click this button here, which will allow us to see this feature. Now, what does this do? So what you can do is specify a series of questions that will be displayed on the screen. And based on the user's response or the potential customer's response, they'll be either directed to further questions or to support. And then you can configure however you like. So what I'll do is I'll pause the video for a second, configure a couple of questions, and then I'll show you more details about how it works. So I've designed a very simple funnel just for demonstration. And you can see here, I've named the funnel product Y funnel. You'll understand in a minute. And the funnel is quite simple. It asks user a question and based on, it gives us three options. You can add more or less. And depending on how the users answer the question, it directs them to the next question. So you can see here the 2, 3, and 4. So if users select this option, they are redirected to the next second message, which is here. And if they select this option, then the third message. And if they select this option, it's the fourth message. And then the next question redirects them to a sales team. So you can choose, for example, I have added the question here. I added the options here. Then from the edit menu, I can change the response and connect them to two ways, either an existing block, and you can see the block number here. You can connect them to a block or just to customer support. So it makes obvious sense how this is working. But you might be confused that, hey, I've made this, but how do I actually understand if the flow is working perfectly? That's where the preview option comes into play. So to understand and visualize the funnel, all you have to do is click this show preview button. And this will give you an actual preview of how your funnel looks like. And you can even play the full funnel action so that you can actually interact with it. So this is the first message you will see. Hi, can I answer any questions about the product? If you choose any of these options, the funnel will start in action. So if I click this, you can see here, that's great to hear. If you have any questions, feel free to click the option below to get in touch with the sales team. And instantly you connect this and it will connect you or just ask you the next message, which platform would you connect on? So if I click this, it'll say, hey, which of these platforms would you like to talk on? Which we configured in the first part of the video. So you can again go back and play with the funnel again here. Let's cross this out. Let's play full funnel. And if you choose the next option, I have some questions about the product. Then again, the same questions asked, hey, let me connect you to support. Users click and then they get connected to support team. So this, you can understand how this simple interface can make the complete game change when it comes to pre-qualifying customer, answering basic questions or connecting them to support. Now, it does not end here. What you can do is create multiple funnels on your website. So let's say if this funnel is specific to product Y, which you can see here, product Y. Now I want to make sure that this funnel appears only on the product Y page. How do we configure that? Well, that's where visibility comes into play. So if I save my changes here first, and then go back to product Y funnel, which is here, you can see that the visibility of this funnel is not set yet. We'll set the visibility. So if I click this button here, now you can see the second powerful option, which is visibility features. So you can set pages, categories, tags, or custom post types if you have custom landing pages where this specific funnel will be triggered. So if I come here to page, I've created a page here, which is named product Y. So you can see here, product Y, I'll select it and I'll save my changes. And this funnel will only be shown on this specific page, which is the product Y page. I also have another funnel here. So you might see sometimes the cache takes a few seconds to refresh. So you might say you've set the visibility, but it's not showing up, but that's completely fine. If I go back to the chat funnels here, you can see I've also created a product X funnel. So if you have 10 different products and 10 different landing pages, you can create multiple funnels. And if I go to this funnel, you'll see this is a lot more, I say, interesting and little more, I say the flow is bigger. Let me show you by going into the edit funnels option here. So you can see here, I have multiple messages here that work, that it helps choose the right product and then it works. So it's pretty amazing. And if you go back here, the great part about this is you can also track it. So that's what makes it different than a regular chat plugin. A chat plugin gives you chat support, basic understanding, hey, users initiating chat, not. But see here, how many visitors interact with the funnel, how many people complete the funnel either to a landing page or make a purchase or go to support, and how many people abandon this. You can sort by date and you can see all details where the conversion is happening and where the customer support is dropping. So this gives you actionable advice on how to improve your funnel just by using WPChat as well. So this is all the great powerful features inside WPChat. And of course, if you go to the overview section, you'll see a lot more interactions and analytics about not only the frequently asked questions, about funnels, and you see a lot of data here and you can understand how this is working. So that's WPChat for you. The link is on the screen in the description. I'll add it to the pinned comment as well. If you have questions about the product, make sure to leave it in the comments so I can answer those questions. And if you have great video ideas for our channel, make sure to leave those in the comments as well. Watch these videos about WPChat that I'll place on the screen. My name is Raj. You're watching WP Beginner. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, hype the video, do all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.